Welcome back to the Level Up Pyramid, where we're going to be focusing on level 3, which is our self-concept and confidence. Now, level 3, which is my personal favorite level, this is where you're going to be working on how you see yourself, because how you see yourself will affect how you behave. Because when you think you're amazing, then you're going to do amazing things. Now, the way that you see yourself is going to affect so many things. It will affect what you tolerate, it's going to affect what you go for, it's going to affect the decisions that you make, and ultimately it's going to affect whether you believe that you are somebody who can change. Now, a lot of people, including myself at one point, we try to build confidence through our appearance first, and long term that doesn't work. You really want to believe in yourself internally. You need to think that you are somebody who can do anything. You need to have such a positive view of yourself so that no matter how you look externally, that doesn't change. How you see yourself doesn't change. That is so important. That's the most important thing. Now, there are lots of signs that you might have a low self-concept, and I will list them here. Actually, I'm going to list it here because I want to keep the video short, and if you resonate with any of these, then it might be a sign that you need to work on your self-concept. Let's say, for example, you want to do something. If you have a low self-concept, you may talk yourself out of it before even trying. You might say to yourself, who am I to even think of doing something like that? It might look like saying yes to something when you really wanted to say no, just because you felt guilty. Now, there are some baseline things you can do to start to improve your self-concept, and the first one is to start keeping promises to yourself. If you say you're going to do something, follow through on it. It doesn't get to that point then you say, oh, do you know what, I'll do it later, I'll start tomorrow instead. Keeping promises to yourself is extremely important because it's going to build two things: your self-trust and your self-respect. Now, the next thing you want to do is start to set boundaries, and you want to set one boundary every single week, and you want to keep doing that until you get to a point where you are comfortable with your current position and how you are showing up, how you are interacting with others. The fact of the matter is, if you keep saying yes when you mean no, if you keep tolerating things that you know you shouldn't, if you keep ignoring your limits, then your self-concept will remain low. Next thing you need to do is change your self-talk. Your self-talk will actually become your identity. Now, if you're saying things to yourself like, oh, I'm so lazy, I never stick to anything, I'm just this, I'm just that, you really need to cut it out, because what you say to yourself will become who you are. For example, if you've been calling yourself lazy, what you could say to yourself instead is, I've been avoiding a few things, but I can change that. Once you start to sort of implement a few of those things, you start to build evidence for a new self-concept. That will take time, but once you have the evidence, then you'll start to feel more positive about yourself. Don't forget to follow, because in our next video, we'll be moving on to level 4.